Welcome to another edition of Extra Time on Gagasi FM. Oligamo Simtho Dladla. Well, namhlanje siphethe one of the best goalkeepers we had like Mzansi Brighton Mhlongo, speaking about building up to Engen Tournament. Esikhona this time around la eThekwini. Uyazi ukuthi na last year we had this conversation naye na last bona khona italent labafana abancane Brighton. Angazi noma kumele ngikubingelele still, or I'm just saying welcome back.
It feels like home, but I guess what needs to be done, we need to greet the viewers and the listeners as well. Abekakasi Extra, and thank you so much for having me, man. It's always a pleasure. Why? Excitement.
Butterflies.
Butterflies.
And ngiyazi ukuthi ubula eThekwini nje recently.
Yeah.
And last year we spoke about the Engen Tournament, and last year there was an opportunity to introduce amantombazane. But ngifuna siqale phansi and ask you ukuthi, if you look at the Engen nakhona nangendlela esikhule ngakhona, how important is it for these young stars to embark and also being part of such tournaments?
Great question. So I think what has happened over the years, this tournament, the Engen Knockout Challenge, has been in existence for 22 years, right? And fortunate enough, I'm an alumni of this tournament. I played in this tournament during my development days. The importance of it, we cannot stress enough or emphasize the fact that it prepares you, for your professional career. The competitiveness of this tournament prepares you, and most importantly as well is that it's one of the tournaments that give you, the opportunity to showcase your God-given talent, and not only that, but also for career enhancement as well, because of the scouting that take place in this tournament, on club level and national level as well, because of the players we've seen that have grown and come out of this tournament have went on to make a name for themselves in a global stage as well, So it's very, very, very important for the youth of our country, and I guess also for the country as a whole, because it helps South African football. When was the last time we saw our national teams, prospering and qualifying for international tournaments? And only to find that most of the players that are playing there, whether it's under 17, under 20 World Cup, or AFCON and Bafana, these are players that have played the Engen Knockout tournaments.
Uyazi ukuthi mawula Brighton ukuthi it's not always about.
And you're the only person. You're the only person who has the right. Who has the right to ask me those questions? So
why
it's
not?
Fine.
Because now he asked, good, you can expect this question from me.
It's home.
Yeah, it's home, and culture is pila giona since now. So Google space media, you understand? Good, benvinjwa before good in So now you're free. You can talk about anything and anyone. But you had an opportunity to see the new signings.
Yeah.
From your former team, Orlando Pirates, and they announced 7 players. I don't want to pick up kuma individuals. What was the message? Because I saw around the table, you guys,
the induction program.
Otebo Homoloi, Oma Jens. What was the message passing to Ospola and the new signing we Orlando Pirates?
So with Orlando Pirates, it's a big institution, and it's very key, to always induct the players, to have these integration programs so that they understand where they're going to. Because number one, when you are associated with that team, your life changes. Your entire life. The fact that today my blood is still black and white says it all.
Always. But he always. Ngishintsha skip ngathi brown today cause bazothi. Hey, my daughter.
So it was very key for us to share our experiences first, and to talk about the history of the team, so that you understand what it means to wear that badge with pride, and what it means to be associated with that institution. And most importantly, to make sure that we keep the tradition going, and so that you understand, I would say, being part of that team is not only on the field of play, also how you conduct yourself off the field of play is very much important. You are a brand, and you're representing the biggest brand in the world, so you need to understand that. So it was very much important for us to have these conversations, just to share our messages of encouragement as well, but most importantly, to welcome them, so that they understand what it's at Orlando Pirates, it's all about being family, and unity is strength, so sometimes, I don't know how other teams do it, but with other teams that I went to, I know that you just sign your contract and then so when you mean Monday, you get to training, you have to find your feet, you have to find your way. But at Orlando Pirates, it's always a case of it's very much important so that you get the sense of belonging with Simanje, ngifike ekhaya, and that's what we had to do. And what a way to do it, man. It's always good that you bring different generations so that you can share their stories. I mean, Coach Debs was talking about from 90 to 1994, you know, where it was critical moments when the chairman came in as a secretary and, you know, so forth. And then Eddie Machans was talking about, you know, from 94, 95 winning the Star and the transformation of how we got the sponsors and so forth up until we figure, oh, Praslaga, Lehwati, you know, the Roy Barreto generation when they won the league, you know, how it was tough. And to each generation here to the trebles, the double treble, the Champions League finals and the Confed. And then obviously now Innocent Mayela comes in with the generation that won, you know, 5 trophies in 3 seasons, which is truly remarkable. So when you're sitting there, you're getting a sense of different generations and everyone is telling you one thing. It's more about the badge than the name at the back, you know. So those guys, I think they had the best time of their lives because, man, they got to understand what it takes, what it means to be associated to that institution.
And I'm looking at Itafulol Shoyo from Tebza, Majens, Lehwati to you guys. And Mawibugi, Orlando Pirates, the new signings. Maukipu Paula, you could tell, Guti, those are youngsters. And the Pirates, our Boogie Pirates squad, Sakon, it's all youngsters. Is it the direction Orlando Pirates they are taking right now?
We've been, to be honest with you, Orlando Pirates has always been like that. It's exciting times. It's good to see that we're going back to giving the youth the opportunity to lead because these are our future leaders, you know. And if we don't give them the tools, the opportunities, you know, to showcase their talent now, by the time we try to do so, it might be late. I always say that in our country, we overproduce, we produce, you know, we produce talent all corners, but the issue is always, you know, the delayed introduction of the talent. We always delay when it comes to that, and I'm happy now that we've gone back to our roots, you know, and we've been doing it for the past 5 years now, where we said, let's go back to our roots. What's important? What has been the culture? Remember, there was a time where Orlando Pirates played the Soweto Derby with 9 youngsters from the development. Exciting times, you know, your Cheese Boy Mukwenas, your Pumutso Manenzas, your Villagas, your Otogotogo. It was exciting, Okifli Rem. So imagine if we go back to that. And I think we did that quite well. We wrapped up the season at some point. Half of the team, the starting lineup was just youngsters alone. And they showed up. They showed up. So it's quite exciting to see players like Ombotuma, players like Masindi Nemtajela, who've joined us, Umuremi. I know, but I mean, it's home away from home, so we'll take care of him.
And you look at the Pirates, Nama young stars, and we approaching the season end with these young stars as well. But it's him. Ngiyazi coach uhambile. Do you think lokho might have an impact ke maqala season ukuthi basazodayela style esisha with the new coach coming in?
Maybe if I might sound, I don't want to sound biased or anything, right? But Upadre did an incredible job with the team, how he transformed the team, the winning mentality and so forth, especially reminding everyone what it feels to being happy people. You know, that's what he did. And I think now, with that being said, it's being instilled within everyone who's associated to the team, knowing that we have this winning culture, right? You know what is expected of you as soon as you don that black and white jersey. So coming to this upcoming season, I don't think the coach is going to have a difficult time. Number one, I was so happy to see him being appointed, given the fact that he did quite well. He did quite well with Marumo Collins, but not only Marumo. He did so well with AS Vita, you know, with limited resources. So it shows that this is one guy who knows wherever he goes, he's going to knuckle down, put in the work. He believes in his strategies. He believes in his methodology of working, you know, philosophy. But one thing I picked up about him, I also had these one-on-one interactions with him. He's a great guy. He's very humble. He's very modest. He's all about hard work. He's all about dedication. He's all about giving opportunities by merit to
Yeah.
players who deserve, you know, and he works very well with his staff. I think those are the things that we tend to take lightly. We see a lot of European coaches coming in, or you know, North African coaches coming in and saying, no, I want to bring in my entire technical team. This is one guy, every team he went to, he goes alone.
Yeah.
And then he works with people that he finds there. So this is a person who comes in to say, I'm here to build relationships. I'm here to build winning formulas as well. And I'm here to work with what I have, you know, with the limited resources he got at Vita, limited resources he got at Marumo Gallants. He turned Marumo Gallants into a force to be reckoned with. You go to Bloom now. Remember, we beat Marumo Gallants 8-1 Orlando, and then fast forward a couple of months after, Shah 2, and then you're like, what's happening with this guy, you know?
Yeah.
So great guy, man, and I'm looking forward to see what he unleashes because of his track record. He has played the game at the highest level. He played in the EPL. He played in the Ligue A in France as well. So this is a person who understands players' mentality and also knows how to work with people. So I'm happy to see, and I'm excited. He gave some of the youngsters, you know, their platform to play. Like Nemtajela Masindi, you know, he gave him the opportunity to play. So this is a guy that says, if you get the opportunity, you're gonna play. If you work hard, I mean, you're gonna play. You're gonna. So if you seize that opportunity as well, it's gonna give you the platform to flourish. So we're looking forward to this season.
In closing, last question.
Yeah.
You spoke about to coach, and he made it clear that he would love to work no Spola joining the team. But I'm asking you because in so many interviews you've shared your story.
Sure.
And then he comes with Spola with him. And we know the capability of Spola.
Sure.
And nokuba good kwakhe. Joining a big team like Orlando Pirates. Nama issues are now.
Yeah.
My personal issues. What would be the advice or advise and joining a team such as the Pirates, nalezi inkinga abhekene nazo, and way forward now? Ingqondo yakhe kuphi mawukhuluma nayo nokuthi ikuphi angakwenza to avoid nale stigma simlandelayo being a bad boy, so some of some sort.
Yeah. So with uSpola ukweza mekuthiwa uhamba uduke nathi ithakazelo sethu saduke iminyaka satholakala
nabuyabo
sesilento zini. So uSpola is that child that has been, you know, all over the place.
Yeah.
Now he has found his home.
Pirates.
Yes. He has found his home, and I'm so excited and happy for him because we did have a chat. And I told him, you know, the sad part about what's being said about Uspola is not true, most of it. You know, that's the sad part about it, is that just like any other child, just like any other boy, Uspola has his moments where he wants to let loose a bit. And unfortunately, all those things, when they happen, they come under, you know, scrutiny, you know, and I'm not encouraging that, of course, but what I'm saying is sometimes we tend to over-exaggerate situations where we should be guiding, where we should be protecting and saying, hey man, and I'm happy that he came to the right place, because there he's going to get the best advice, he's going to get the best support, you know, with whatever that he might be going through in life. He's at the right place where, you know, when we left the team, the team started emphasizing on that, because it was a common grievance from almost all the players in my generation, you know. And then that's when the team realized that maybe the problem was us taking accountability and trying more to help these kids, you know. And now credit must go to the management, because that's what they emphasize on. They emphasize on mentorship. They emphasize on taking care of the livelihoods of the players, you know, the psychological aspect, the emotional side of things, you know. And those are the things that help players to prosper, to grow and be happy. When I saw Uspola induction, he looks very light, he looks very happy, you know, and he's going to cook. He's definitely going to cook. That's one thing that I can promise the fans. And he understands when it comes to his talent, the best. But now he's at a place where he'll be appreciated more. He's going to be supported more. He's going to be guided more. And the love, I think, most importantly, you know, showing the players. And this is a message for everyone within the footballing, you know, fraternity. Just show kindness and love to the players, or to talent rather, you know, because most of the time we fail to do that, and you don't know what Tim Mhlongo is dealing with issues from home. We don't even ask how they're feeling. All I want is this player to perform, and when they don't perform, they get stick, and obviously we're bound to go, off track. But I'm excited for Poland. We are going to see the best. I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. Poland is going to go to the AFCON. He's going to go to the World Cup. He's going to showcase so much.
Shoti football of our season, season 2024, 2025, 26.
Dladla, Sipho Mbule, the master chef.
Yeah. Uzobepheka lapha.
Gonna cook.
Brighton, this is your home.
Yeah.
Angeke ngisho ukuthi thank you for joining us. But ngizothi I can't wait to see you back.
So we meet again.
Danke siyabonga. This is Extra Time Unlocked. Brighton Mhlongo, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned la ku Gagasi FM.